And we are officially live. Good evening, everyone. My name is Monica Lopez, and I'm here with Nina and Sue tonight. And we're really excited to be sharing with you all about the coaching opportunity because we know you have one burning question inside, and that is, can I be a coach? Hopefully tonight we can answer all of your questions. We're ready to tackle them. And just know that this is basically a laid back way of us sharing what's worked for us. For me personally, I've been a coach for 5.5 years. These ladies are going to tell you a little bit about their story. But I hope that you walk away tonight understanding that this is a job, pretty much like a job where you get to pick if you take it or not. And hopefully you see how this can fit into your life. So without further ado, let me tell you a little bit more about myself. My name is, again, Monica Lopez. I am 32 years old, young. I'm married for 7 years to my husband, Johan Lopez. We've actually been together for 13 years. I have 3 kids. I've got Jason, who's 10, Jackson, who's 6, and little Miss Mia, who is 4 years old, going on 14, it seems. I like to hashtag all the time, hot mess mom, because that's me. I barely keep it together, but I try my best. And I'm always sharing different things about motherhood, which I've learned along the way, and I think it's just funny that we're all just trying to survive, right? And then I also retired myself as a paralegal almost 4 years ago to do this business, this coaching business full time. And once upon a time, that was never in my realm of thinking. I never thought that I would turn my home workouts into a full-time business that I run from home, but here I am today. And so I make it my job not just to continue changing lives through health and fitness, but to go out there and share that this is an opportunity for anyone who thinks that it's for them, and it can completely alter your life. It can give you freedom. It can give you the ability to be, I swear, I call myself a PJ, a PJ CEO, because I am literally talking to you guys right now in my pajamas, but this is my job, and I absolutely love it. And you're gonna meet the ladies now in a second too, and you're gonna see how we all cross paths. But I think about all the time, I don't know about you guys, but I know that there's certain things that I can look back in my life and say, like, all these times that I was, turned away, or something went wrong in my life, or I didn't get what I wanted, I realized today that I was being redirected to something better. And this is my better. This is my home, this business. This is exactly what I had been searching for in my life. Let me tell you a little bit about why. Well, first and foremost, I grew up overweight when I was a child. I think around the age of 5 or so, I started to gain weight, and I got teased a lot in school, and it went all the way through till middle school. I had really jacked up teeth also. So, those elementary, middle school years were not great for me. And I always struggled with self-esteem and self-awareness because I got teased so much in school. And then in my gym class, I'll never forget, it was in my middle school gym class, I was introduced to the weight training teacher because I had the chance of picking either a dance class where I had to wear a leotard with a bunch of girls, and I wasn't gonna do that. I was, teased enough, or weight training with most of the guys, where I got to wear gym shorts and a big old baggy t-shirt and lift weights, learn to lift weights. And I picked that. And there's when I met my gym instructor, who taught me so much about fitness, who taught me so much about nutrition. And it was the first time in my life that I actually gained back control. I realized that I was in complete control of my body. And it really empowered me at a very young age. 14 years old, I learned to work out. Well, fast forward, this is another part of my life where I realized, whoa, I was being redirected. Fast forward, I had my first child at 20 years old, very young. And I gained like almost 80 pounds in that pregnancy. I suffer from what's called, I can't even say it correctly, I think it's diastasis recti, some fancy word for basically, I've got a big old separation in my abs. My tummy's a little bit destroyed from the pregnancies. And it was something that, again, all of a sudden I was dealing with weight, and I hadn't dealt with in many years. And now as a mom, so now trying to fit in as my role as a mother, and then get back that feeling of confidence at 20, 21 years old, when most of my friends were out in bikinis and clubbing and all that good stuff. So that is another part where I realized that I had to learn a new lesson. I had to learn how to balance now being mom and still being the woman that I wanted to be, and be back in shape and not struggling with weight. And so I found this business. I found this business through the fact that I simply was looking for an option to get in shape and still be a mom. And I brought home my first workout. It was P90X, so I'm ancient. I actually had P90X. That's how I started, and I literally started right here in my living room. It was nothing fancy. I pushed play every day. I started getting results, and people started noticing. All the people around me started noticing, and there became, birth my business. I didn't realize at the time that it was going to be the business that it is today. I basically was just doing my thing, and it started to inspire others, and it just kind of snowballed. For a long time, I kind of did this business on the side. I was working as a paralegal. I had worked so hard for the position I had at a very prestigious law firm here in Miami. And I had no intentions of leaving my job. I absolutely loved it. But I did this on the side because, to be quite frank, it kept me in check, right? But then something else happened. My third child was born, and here's another time where I was redirected and I realized there's something better. My third child was born, and she was diagnosed with what's called a hemangioma. And this hemangioma is a blood tumor. She actually had it in her eye, and it was she was nearly blinded by it. And in fact, when we discovered it at 2 months old, her eye was almost coming out of the socket due to the growth of the tumor. Long story short, I will spare you guys the long story, but I will tell you that that's when I realized, because of all her doctor's appointments, because of all the things that I had to endure, all the time, 6 months of treatment in Miami Children's Hospital once a week, and my job was on the line, I realized I needed to find something that's going to give me flexibility, that's going to give me freedom, and something that my family is my why. My children are my why. I wanted to be present, and for the first time, my back was against the wall as a mother, and I realized this coaching thing that I had on the side was my solution. It was my answer. And that's when I really turned the business into something that I brought myself home, right? Came home. I work from home now. I work, literally I have a desk here in my home. I run my entire business off my smartphone, and I work with some of the greatest people that I have ever met in my life, and you're going to meet two of them right now. So I hope that if any part of my story resonates with you, you understand that, I started in one place. I never realized what it could turn into, but the possibility is there. And I want you to hear now from the two other ladies that I have on this call, because I want you to hear their story before we get into tonight's topic, which is the who, what, and how of coaching. So I'm going to pass it on over to Sue. You ready, Sue?
I'm here, Monica. Thank you so much for that amazing introduction. And our stories couldn't be any further from being complete polar opposites. I don't have kids. I've never had kids. But I can relate to a lot of the feelings. Growing up, my childhood was very different than yours. I was a gymnast, I was a cheerleader, I was very, very active, very involved. I was lifeguarding, so I always had this amazing body. I didn't really have to worry about being too fat. I mean, I was always looking at myself with these kind of eyes that maybe other people didn't see, but I always thought there was something a little bit different. And I never thought, I guess growing up, I was good enough. Although I always wanted to be the best at everything, I still had this inner part of me that just never really felt a part of. And when I was about 18 years old, my father was killed tragically. And that changed a big part of who I've become now. And I'm originally from New Jersey. I moved to Florida about 8 years ago. And at that time, from 18 till about 26, I put my health on the back burner, and I wasn't the main priority anymore. I didn't have that lifeguarding body. I stopped doing gymnastics. I stopped doing cheerleading, even though I was in an all-star cheerleading team until I was about 21 years old and coaching gymnastics. Something had changed in my life, and I created this entire new future down here in Florida. And within a few months of coming down here on vacation, I met the man of my dreams and got married. And as soon as I got married, the weight started coming on like that, in an instant. So I guess it was about 5 years into our marriage where I decided it was time to make a change. And this was after I finished a full-time job, a full-time master's degree in developmental disabilities with a concentration in applied behavior analysis. And my job was my world. So late night studying, long-term papers, fitness was not in the realm of possibility for me at all. And I saw one of my girlfriends posting online about this Beachbody thing. And I was like, oh, if she could lose 20 pounds, maybe I could. And I just graduated. And I met with her one day and she said, you know, Sue, we have this challenge group going. Maybe you want to join. You might have the results I have. And within the first 3 months, I had lost 33 pounds. And then last October, my world was spun again. And I was diagnosed with alopecia. And I started losing my hair. And that to me was the end of what seemed like my world. At the same time, I also had shingles. And if you've ever experienced shingles, you know the pain that is associated with shingles. Those 30-minute workouts that I was doing seemed impossible. And when I couldn't do them, I sat on the couch and I lifted one arm and one leg instead of both. And I just kept pushing. Because deep down inside, I wanted to be that 18-year-old, 21-year-old lifeguard body cheerleading coach. I wanted to be the person I was supposed to be, and I just got lost along the way. I made everyone and everything a priority but me. And I got sucked into this world of impending doom last October. And instead of giving up on my fitness goals, on my dreams, I just started pushing harder. I just started going all in. And in January of this year, my coach said to me, Sue, you can't keep what you have unless you give it away. You need to share your transformation photo. And I was like, oh, what? You mean that picture you told me to take that I would never have to show anybody ever? And I shared it. And all of a sudden, a flood of people, supporters, came in and were patting me on the back and cheering me on and holding my hand when I felt like I couldn't do it myself. And my world began to change. And I became this Beachbody coach, still with a full-time job, a part-time job, and coaching. Just this past May, I gave up my part-time job and dedicated a lot of my time to Beachbody. And this brought me here today. So again, our stories are so different. And I know my story is very different than Nina's, but I think we have this common thread of we're people who just don't give up on ourselves. And if anybody can relate to giving up, it's me. I gave up my whole life. You know, well, I gave up for the past 5 years. I put myself on the back burner. And when I decided that it was my time to shine, I hit it hard and I didn't quit. So I'm so excited to be here today. So excited you invited me. And I can't wait to hear, Nina, how'd you do it?
I am here and I'm doing amazing. I'm very happy to hear your story, Sue and Monica's. It's always inspirational. Thank you everybody for being here. We're super excited to share our story. I am Nina Sinisterra. I am a mother, I'm a wife. I am a Beachbody lover and crazy and advocate, thanks to the success that I've had with the programs and with Shakeology. I've struggled with obesity my entire life, ever since I was, I have memory. I've always battled it, and I have always decided that I was gonna not be fat, that I didn't want that in my life. Unfortunately, like always it happens after pregnancy, not always, but to me it happened. I got pregnant and it kind of like, it was my permission to start eating. I started eating like if there was no tomorrow. So when I ended up my pregnancy, I ended up with 80 something pounds, 252 pounds actually when I delivered Amelia. And from there on, those 4 years after being a mother, I never really got the time to put myself first. I tried going to the YMCA that is in the corner of my house, and I just couldn't make it. I signed up to Orange Theory, like other gyms and things like that, and I just couldn't never make it because either we had a bad night of sleep with a baby at home. I was very busy. I have a successful career, and I've always worked. So it was nearly impossible for me to like make time and finally like do something. I found myself yo-yo dieting a lot. Like I would lose 20 pounds taking pills, and I would gain 25 pounds. I would lose 30 pounds doing the HCG diet, which is like injections on your stomach for the pregnancy or hormone. And I wound up gaining more weight. So I ended up almost at 300 pounds. desperate. My knees hurt, my back hurt. I wasn't really enjoying being a mother. Actually, I was hiding from every single picture that you can imagine. I never took pictures with Amelia for her first birthday or second birthday, like everybody takes pictures for Christmas. I avoided every single time that I had to go in the pool with her. I was very sad because we bought our dream house and I will never go into a pool. I had convinced my husband that I hated the pool, that it was just not for me, that I didn't want to get wet, that the hair, the heat, and I wasn't really enjoying my life or my family's life, and I didn't want to live that life anymore. And I decided that I was going to have bariatric surgery. So I started looking for options because I just couldn't diet anymore. I didn't want to diet. I was tired of not eating or starvation. And God made sure to close every single door that you can imagine. I submitted all the paperwork. The insurance declined it because I didn't have any really medical issues. I was nearly 300 pounds. I had borderline diabetes and borderline high blood pressure. All this with 36 years old. Like it's so sad to think that at that young age, that when you're living and you're loving your life, I was hiding. I was successful at work, but I didn't want, like, my personal life was completely shut down. Like there was no way that you could find a picture of me on social media. So 2 years ago, a friend of mine lost, like from work, she started losing weight. She lost like 30 pounds doing some DVDs. She would tell me, I'm like doing some DVDs, kicking at home, and I'm drinking a shake. And I'm like, okay, I need to learn to eat. That's my prayer has been that I want to learn how to eat and to like maintain a healthy relationship with food. And she was like, they came up with this new program that you need to try it. Why don't we all like do it together? Because at the time she was doing some kickboxing. So we both did it together. I didn't want anything to do with a shake. I said no shake because I had in my house 2 other brands of shakes. So I started doing it, and she lost 8 pounds. I lost 8 pounds. She lost 16 pounds. And I was like, you're cheating. Like, you're not eating. You made me eat all this food because, by the way, it was the first time in my life that I was allowed to have 2,500 calories and still lose weight. So I'm like, you're making me eat all this? And she's like, no, Nina, it's not that. You're missing the shake. The shake has nutrition and it fills you up. And this, so I gave myself a second round with the shake. I fell in love with the shake. I lost 16 pounds. At that time, I had lost 25 pounds. I became accustomed with the community that we have and everything that behind the scenes, the groups that we have. Monica was there at all times, supporting, cheering, and I loved it. I loved everything about it. And one of the things that we worked on is our brains, like personal development, our minds. And Monica kept saying, you need to read personal development. This is the book that we recommend. You should start reading it. So I started reading it. I was very quiet. I really didn't participate in the groups too much. I was kind of like watching. And one of the books mentioned you should post this on social media. If you have a struggle, post it on social media, tell the world about it. Like, don't be a secret dieter if you're dieting, if you have finance problems. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to post the world. Like, so I went from not posting, not telling anybody anything, to posting and saying, I need help. I need your accountability. I want to do this. I need to do this for me, for my health. And that was 2 years ago when I did it. At the moment, I have lost 70 pounds. I've evolved into a team of nearly 100 people right now. We're actually at 97. Team Believers was born out of this, which I love it with my heart. Sharing my story has given me faith. Has helped me heal myself. And every time, and I always tell my team, and I always tell everybody, every time that you share your story, every time that you help somebody else, you become stronger. It is amazing. You're like, you just become better. So here we are today. I retired myself a month and a half. I became a full-time Beachbody coach. I'm working my business. I'm helping other people work their business, and we're growing by the minute because Hispanic market is growing. This is like, this is the moment for Beachbody. So thank you very much.
So well said. Yes, yes, yes. So guys, I hope that if you didn't hear something that resonated with you, with me, that you heard it from Nina or Sue, but like Sue said, the one thing that we all have in common is that we don't give up on ourselves, and we absolutely love and are fulfilled by helping others, paying it forward. And that's really the heart of what coaching is all about. I know there's so many myths out there. There's so many myths of what people think coaching is about, or even just the title coach sometimes can scare people away. So what we want to do tonight is we really want to break it down for you. We want to tell you who coaches are. We want to really spell it out for you. We want to tell you what coaches do. Literally, what does our day look like in this business? And then we're going to close it up with how do we earn? Because at the end of the day, this is a business, and it could provide for you, and it could provide a bit of a lifestyle for you. It could provide trips, vacations, events, just unity, community, teamwork. Like I could go on and on and on and on, but let's get to it, because I know you guys have your favorite show to attend to, and we want to make sure that we answer all your questions tonight. So I'm going to pass it over to Sue. Sue, please talk to us a little bit about who Beachbody coaches are.
Well, Monica, this was the first question that everybody that I asked, like, who are coaches? So I kind of want to maybe debunk some of those myths you were talking about. The first myth, the thing that I thought I had to be when I became a Beachbody coach, was I thought I had to be like a personal trainer or an expert on fitness. Wrong. You do not have to be a personal trainer. Beachbody has an entire staff. And super trainers, Autumn Calabrese, Tony Horton. We have people doing this for us. We don't have to be experts. A lot of, actually, the Beachbody coaches are not certified trainers. I've never had any training, formal personal training or expert fitness training. I don't even know what that is. I'm not a fitness guru. However, I do know that there's an entire world full of Beachbody professionals to help guide me and direct me. So that's myth number one. Myth two, do I have to be an expert on nutrition? I hope not, because I'm not. No, wrong. You do not have to be an expert on nutrition. Again, Beachbody has this amazing fitness program. We match it with a phenomenal meal planning, nutrition plan. As coaches, we can advise you on which meal plan can work for you. Are you vegan? Are you vegetarian? Are you the kind of person who only shops on the inside of the grocery store? Because that was me. Now when somebody asks me, I'm like, no, I only shop on the outside of the grocery store. I don't know what that means, really. Like, I'm not a nutritionist, but I do know that the healthier foods are on the outside of the grocery store. I like to eat clean. End of story. Myth three, I have to be an experience as a coach, and I have to purchase and stock up on Beachbody products. Okay, now let me just share one thing with you first. I have a lot of Beachbody products, yes. But do I stock up so I can sell them to you? Absolutely not. Beachbody has an entire support team, headquarters in California. You purchase it through our website, you purchase it through your own website, and they ship it to you. You don't have to take care of shipping, stocking, restocking fees, none of that. Good news, they will ship anything to anywhere, the United States or Canada, and we're working on a worldwide market. What? Who else can say that? Myth four, I have to be an expert salesman or woman. Wrong. No way. I don't consider myself to be a salesperson. Listen, Beachbody spends millions, if not billions of dollars. We've all seen them, 3 a.m., P90X, 21 Day Fix. Come on. We've seen them all. Insanity? Come on. Shaun T, he was down in Miami Beach. He sells himself. We're just selling you the products that work. You don't need to market. Beachbody does that for you. It's incredible. So myth number 5, and this is the one that I wish somebody like sat me down and shook me when I first started last July. When I entered my first challenge group, I wish somebody said, Sue, you do not need to be in the best shape of your life, nor do you have to be at your goal weight to be a coach. I thought I did. I thought I had to come to that 50-point mark where I have now lost 79 pounds, but I thought I had to be at like 50 pounds before anybody would want to be coached by me. Like, what do I have to offer? Well, I have an entire network. And that is who we are. We are full-time, we are part-time, we are job, we are no job, we are kids, we are no kids, we are husbands, we have no husbands, we have boyfriends, we have girlfriends, we have partners, or we don't. The cool thing about who we are is we're anybody and we're everybody. We're doctors, we're lawyers. Some are nutritionists, some are fitness gurus, some are yogis, some are not. Some are just everyday moms and dads. Some are inspired by what we do and we help inspire them to keep going. The cool part is you could be young or you could be young at heart. The beauty of Beachbody is you can be whatever and whoever. The only requirement, and I can't say this loud enough, proud enough, shout it from the rooftop, is the desire to change from within. Because this isn't an outside process at the end of the day. Yes, it was about losing weight for me, but the change really came for me when I started helping other people, when I gave 100% of myself and expected nothing in return. So who are we? We're dreamers, we're doers, we're believers. We offer hope. For some people, we are the end of the block. For some people, they've tried it all. Listen, I lost 30 pounds on Nutrisystem years ago. I ate their boxed meals. I was on their infomercials, but it wasn't sustainable for me. That's just me. For some people it is, and so be it. If you like Weight Watchers, or if you're just a Weight Watcher and you're watching me, whatever. Honestly, who's a Beachbody coach? And I asked myself this as we're preparing. Anybody that's looking for change. Anybody who wants to dig so deep that they're not willing to give up on themselves physically, mentally, spiritually, we keep pushing through. The coolest part is Beachbody coaches take risks when others don't. Beachbody coaches never, ever settle. We never quit on each other and we never quit on ourselves. And that to me is what epitomizes a Beachbody coach.
Awesome. Thank you, Sue. Nailed that. It's so true. I can't say anything above that. Thank you. All right, Nina, tell us what we do as coaches. So what does a day in the life of a coach look like, and what does this job entail?
Oh my God, Monica, it doesn't but I can tell you it doesn't feel like work at all. It just is, it is true helping people. That is number one thing that we do. We help each other. We lead by example. That is one of the things that keeps making me fall in love with what we do. Is we need to lead by example. We need to be drinking our shake. We need to be exercising. We need to be transforming ourselves on a constant basis. We don't need to be at our goal weight. I'm over 200 pounds still. I'm on my journey. I've been doing this for the past 2 years. So we empower each other. We empower people. We help somebody else that needs our help. Because to tell you the truth, Monica, if it wasn't because you were there, the other coaches, Sue has been a tremendous inspiration for me. So that's, seeing her journey, it keeps me like, you know what, I can do it. Keep going. So we empower each other. We help each other. We inspire each other. We believe that change can happen. You don't need to be ready 100%. You just need to have the desire. We constantly share on social media. Yes, that we are big on social media. That is our bread and butter, and I absolutely love it. The reason why I love it is because it allows me to have a visual office. You don't have to be in a specific place. I went to Colombia. I worked from there on my phone, on my computer. So we do everything virtually, and social media is a great tool to get the word out. My team is completely from the United States, Canada, and it makes it easier to connect with people. We are accountable for each other. We serve as accountability at all times. So we make sure that everybody in our team is doing what we're supposed to be doing, and it's the best job ever. Like, you don't feel that you're working. You just do it, and it just becomes kind of like a normal thing. You're gonna be an advocate. To tell you the truth, you're gonna fall in love with our programs, our products. because they're easy, they're convenient, they transform your life. Like, look at my guns. I have I have guns. It's like I never thought about it, that I could do it. And so you're gonna start talking about it, and you might as well make money out of it, right?
Absolutely. Nina, tell us a little bit, because, you know, one of the big things is our challenge groups, and we just launched right now the My Challenge Tracker app. Tell us a little bit more about the Challenge Tracker app.
Actually, this is the right time to join, because we have that app. It's amazing. It is an app from your phone, private. Nobody else knows that you're in it, so you don't have to worry about anybody else watching your journey. We are not gonna like tell everybody that you're in our group. Actually, it's very private. We're very respectful, and it helps you know what workout you're doing. It helps you see what everybody else is doing. It helps you log in your Shakeology, and that is a great tool. Another great tool that we have as coaches.
Awesome. All right. So guys, you heard who are coaches. You heard what we do. You heard about the awesome tool, the My Challenge Tracker app, which comes with your business to help others. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about how we earn, because I know it's the burning question that is still on your mind, and I hope that I can make this as simple, as concise as possible. So there's many ways to earn in this business, but there are 3 main ways. The first is commission-based business. As coaches, we earn 25 to 30% on everything we sell. So we get somebody started on their fitness journey, right, with Shakeology and a workout program, or just one or the other, or supplements that we've got. We've got a whole line of Beachbody Performance line. Whatever the case is, the plethora of product that we have, whatever you sell, you could earn 25 to 30% commission, okay? So that's the first way to earn. The second is residual income. We like to call this like the income while you sleep. This is the income that starts to generate once you start building a team of coaches like Nina, like Sue, and like the other 1,000 coaches that we have on Team Diesel Core. This is where you start taking your business to another level. Commission-based business, you're helping the next person, you're paying it forward. But when you start stepping into residual, that's when you say, okay, now I want to start helping people build a business. I want to start mentoring, not just in fitness and health, but also mentor in the ability to build a business just like I am. All right. And then the third way to earn in this business is what we call quarterly bonuses. And these bonuses are generated, they're rank based. Okay. So depending on your ranks, we have many ranks within the business. As you start to grow, you'll start achieving different ranks depending on how many people you help and how many coaches come into your team. And when you do, you will earn a rank. The first rank comes at 2-star diamond, what we call 2-star diamond. And the biggest bonus comes at what we call 15-star diamond or superstar diamond. These bonuses can range anywhere from $900 to $50,000. It just completely depends on where your business is at. And it's basically a portion of the proceeds that the company is hitting in that year. So those are the 3 main ways to earn: commission-based, residual-based, and quarterly bonuses. We do work on a binary system. And here's another big thing I'm gonna debunk, because I know it's on your mind and I'm gonna spit it out right now. Is this a pyramid scheme? All right, folks. First and foremost, pyramid schemes are completely illegal, so it can't be that. Second, I think what confuses people is that binary system, right? Binary, triangle, people think pyramid scheme, I don't know, but we've got a left leg and a right leg. And as you start building your team, you'll build on the right and left leg. Okay, that's the binary system. And depending on points, we work off of what we call PV, which is points for everything that is bought and sold. Those points generate into residual income, okay? Once you join our team, we will have very concise training to teach you all about it. It's very simple once you learn it, but I want you to know that debunking the whole pyramid scheme, not gonna happen. We work in a binary system, and it's really, really teamwork at its finest. Here's another great aspect that I wanna share with you guys. Many people think, well, okay, I sponsor someone into the business, I start mentoring somebody, and I can just sit back and not do anything, and that person work hard and I earn, right? Wrong. In this business, everybody pulls their weight. Everybody works hard, because there are caps in the business. And if somebody sponsored you into the business but does not work, or you come into this business and you're so fired up and you want to, take it to the next level, you have the ability. It's not just a cliche saying that you are the CEO of your business. You are absolutely the CEO of business. You call the shots and you can take it where you are. There is no ceiling and there is nothing stopping you. And the next person must work just as hard to build their business as well. All right. So this is teamwork at its finest. You win, I win. It's something where we all elevate together, and it's just really a beautiful thing. Coming from corporate America and seeing a lot of things that are going on out there, where in order to get ahead, you kind of have to step on somebody else. I love the fact that is absolutely the opposite of what this business is about. Me helping someone else, me giving to someone else, and being there for someone else, and supporting creates wealth for me, creates business for me, creates a success for me. And that is really, really a beautiful thing. All right. The last thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about is the kinds of coaches that you may find in the network. These are not actual terms. Like, you're not going to sign up as a discount coach or sign up as a hobby coach. It's not a decision you have to make right now. But I want you to know the kind of different types of coaches that are swirling around out there. The first kind of coach that you may see is just a discount coach, someone who is committed to the products, committed to our workout programs. They already know, they're believers. They bleed Beachbody Blue. They drink Shakeology every day. They absolutely love it. They are coming as what we call discount coaches because they reap the benefit of the 25%. They sign up as a coach, they're committed, and they get their discount because all coaches get 25% off of everything they buy. The second type of coach that you can often see is what we call a hobby coach. And I was a hobby coach for a long time. Sue talked about it also, Nina as well, where we all had our full-time jobs. Sue's actually still working. Full-time jobs, was kind of doing this on the side, inspiring people without even knowing it. And then before you knew it, you were starting to build an income. Commission-based business at its finest, and you're out there sharing and just paying it forward, and you still work your job. Now, when you come into what we now call business building coaching is when you start to, again, build your team of coaches. That's where you take the whole thing to another level. And I kind of talked about that when Mia was diagnosed. That's when I really started to dig into business building and realizing that if I wanted to take this business to, let's say, $1,000 a week in income, I knew I couldn't do it alone. I knew I needed to start building a team to help me, and so I did, and that was my key. So wherever it is you land, if right now you're in a challenge group and you absolutely love being a part of that challenge group, you know the products work, and Shakeology, you never want to start drinking it in your life, you can be a discount coach at the minimum and reap the benefit of the discount. And then the rest can start to happen for you if you so choose. That's the way it's happened for me. That's the way it happened for Nina. That's the way it happened for Sue. And honestly, we're big believers in the foundation of this business always has to be you working on you. You are the priority, because in doing so, by you being a product of the product, that is how you're going to inspire the next person. That is how you're going to lead with conviction. And that is how you're going to be able to go out there and share the Beachbody lifestyle, because really it's beyond a business to me. It's a lifestyle. My kids are involved. My husband is involved. My family's involved. My friends, everybody knows me for my coaching business, and it has become my identity. And I absolutely am 100% proud of that, because I'm changing lives as I go. And again, doing it all in my PJs. All right, guys, so let's wrap this up. Let me tell you how it is that you can sign up as a coach, or at least the smartest way to sign up as a coach. If you are not yet in a challenge group right now, okay, and you're not doing a program and you're not drinking Shakeology, the best bet is for you to choose to purchase a challenge pack. Okay, a challenge pack is when we bundle Shakeology with a workout program together. All right, you get like a huge discount. You get almost $80 off depending on what program you buy, but that's, the average discount. And you will get $2 shipping, which is reduced shipping versus the regular $12 to $15 shipping charges. And you're able to sign up as a coach absolutely free by doing that. So purchase your challenge pack, your coaching fee of $39.95 will be waived. Now, if you already bought your challenge pack and you're plugged into a challenge group and you've been contemplating being a coach, I also want to give you the good news that it's going to be absolutely free. You will sign up as a coach, pay the $39.95 fee, but you will automatically fill out an online form and get that money reimbursed to you within 24 hours. So your coaching business will be started out as well for free, $0, because you'll be reimbursed. Now, if you choose not to purchase your challenge pack, not to purchase Shakeology, and you just want to sign up as a coach, there is a $39.95 fee but I don't recommend it, guys. Remember what I said, the foundation of this is you being a product of the product. There's no way you could share or even, expose someone to something that you're not even doing. So that's where the smartest way to start. Challenge pack and get your coaching fee waived completely, $39.95 waived. Now, let's talk about the overhead, all right? We're gonna get business technical here because this is a business, right? What is the overhead? So if you have a regular old storefront business, right? You pay electricity, you pay rent, you pay product, you pay all these kinds of things, right? That's what we call the overhead. The beautiful part about this business is our overhead as coaches is a $15.95 fee. Yes, 16 bucks, like less than 16 bucks to run a business that can earn you up to not up to, like beyond 6 figures, okay? Because that's where my business is at today, and I say that with such like, it blows my mind because it was in my realm of thinking when I started 5 years ago. But lots of hard work later, here I am, and I can speak with such conviction because it has changed my life and changed that of my families. And so let's talk about that overhead fee, because what you're paying that $15.95 fee for is a lot of great stuff. One, remember Sue talked about how you will never, ever, ever have products piling up in your home? That's because we have websites. Once you become a coach, you're gonna have a website that is solely linked to you. You will give that out to anybody who's interested in getting started with you. And when they place their order, you will get credit and therefore given the commission, okay? So the websites are already designed for you. You don't have to go out there and hire someone to make your websites. It's all done for you and everything's on there. You don't ever have to deal. Here's another thing you get the warehouses, right? So they ship, they replace anything that's broken, they deal with refunds. You never have to deal with somebody being upset about the product. We have customer service for that, and it's 24/7 customer service. That's also in your $15.95 fee for all of your customers, and even for you. There's even a separate organization called Coach Relations for all your coaching needs. You also get leads, guys. I don't know if you know this, but we are the only MLM out there, multi-level marketing company, where, like Sue mentioned, late at night when you see those infomercials, when you hear us on the radio, when you see the billboards, when all these facets of advertising that are out there, the leads come right back to us coaches, okay? So that is another thing that you get as being an active coach. By paying your fees, you will get you have the ability to open up to leads in this business. Customers given to you that come to Beachbody. Beachbody doesn't keep them. They spit them right back out to us working coaches. And so I want you to understand that, yes, you're going to be paying that fee. Oh, by the way, if you're a veteran or spouse of a veteran, you can get that $15.95 fee waived also. So you are running a business on $0. That to me is completely amazing. But anyway, that is what that fee is, and everybody pays it month-to-month basis, and that guarantees your active status as a coach. And that's it, guys. That's as simple as it is. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, I sign up as a coach. I'm ready to go. Like, what's next? What do I do next? Like, are we just gonna pat you on the back and send you on your way and wish you luck? No, you've got a team that is like family, ready to help you. Here's what it's gonna look like once you decide to join our team. The first thing that's gonna happen is that you're gonna be introduced on our private Facebook team page where all the business magic happens. There you see everything that has to do with the business. It's like your lifeline to your team and to the business. You'll be plugged into that. You'll be announced and welcomed, which is really cool. Then second thing is that we will plug you into what's called New Coach University. It's literally like 10 posts long that's going to teach you the foundation of this business. So you can complete those 10 posts in one day, or you can complete it in 1 month. Again, remember, when you start your business, you are the CEO. You call the shots. So you determine how fast or how slow you want to go. It's completely up to you. But you'll be plugged in and you'll be given everything you need to know to get your business started right. We'll help you with social media. We'll help you with talking to people. We'll help you with getting organized in the My Challenge Tracker app. We'll help you with those challenge groups. We'll help you with anything you need, whatever it is you need, motivation, accountability. We're a family, and that's what we do. And I also, Nina, if you could jump on real quick, I want you to know that we also, the entire team, estamos en español. And Nina's going to tell you a little bit about that.
Sí, para toda mi gente latina, para todas las personas que hablamos español, no le tengan miedo. Si ustedes tienen a alguien que habla español 100%, que solo habla español, la noticia es impresionante. Estamos apenas abriendo el mercado. Este es el momento para entrar. Yo hablo con personas que me dicen, yo no conocía de esto, yo no sabía que esto existía. O sea que hay una oportunidad de negocio espectacular y es el momento de tomarla. Estamos traduciendo todo en español, estamos ayudados 100% por la parte corporativa, que es la parte que a mí me ha parecido maravillosa. Cuando tú te metes a tu oficina, todo te va a salir en español. Tenemos páginas en español para educarte, para ayudarte. Así que ya no hay ni una sola excusa. Puedes hacer tu negocio en español, en los medios sociales tuyos, ni una gota de inglés. O sea que es una oportunidad para nuestros latinos, para la mamá, para la persona, la tía que acaba de llegar, para construir un negocio.
Sí, y Nina va a estar ahí para ayudarte en español porque my Spanish is not very good looking. All right, guys. So that wraps it up, guys. That wraps it up. That's the who, that's the what, that's the how. I hope we answered all of your questions. If there's anything we're missing or anything that you may be questioning or you're not clear on, you can message one of us ladies. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, you got our phone numbers out there. Reach out, we're here, and we're excited. We're super excited to have you as the next coach announced on our team. So thank you so much once again for joining us tonight. It is our sincere pleasure to pass it on, pay it forward, and we hope to have you part of the team very soon, right, ladies? Yeah? All right. All right, guys. Have a fabulous night. Thank you.